Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Flying Fluffy Hockey live stream of the Stars and Avalanche Game 1. But first, we'll get some bonus coverage of the Winnipeg and St. Louis Game 1. I wonder what would happen if Blues and Winnipeg goes to overtime. I assume they would have Stars Avalanche start on a different channel. Power play 2 is Bennett, Verhaeghe, Ratman, Erod, and Schmitz. Let's see.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
Let's see what happens if I go to Okay, so the Avs Stars coverage hasn't even started.
Right. Yeah.
So I will go ahead and tune into Blues Jets. Yeah, the Blues and Jets are tied at 3.
Okay. Is this? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a way to full screen that image? I think I
can do this. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah. Let me do that. I can send it. I mean, it's not going to get much bigger, but I can try.
Yeah, I just want.
Yeah, I know what to do.
All right, so where is Winnipeg's goaltending right now?
Is it still 3-3?
Mm-hmm. With less than 5 minutes to go in the third. Yeah, Bjorkstrand is out for the whole series against the Panthers.
That's basically the best I can get. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole width of the thing. So, okay.
Yeah. It looks great.
Oh. Oh, you did it, so good. Thank you.
So yeah. Welcome everybody. We already have 125 people watching.
3 goals on 16 shots. This is the vaunted Winnipeg
defense and goaltending.
Every year they do the same thing. But it's not a whole series yet.
Well, you can see how quiet that Winnipeg crowd is.
Yeah. So I had to wait for this water softener to shut off anyway to do my pregame. So
okay. How is everybody doing?
How are we doing? The NHL playoffs start for real on Tuesday. This is just the preseason playoff games. This is stress-free hockey. You get to watch other fans, other teams and their fans stress and sweat and have heart palpitations.
Dave, it says the Jets fans are resting. They were going crazy. There are 20,000 outside.
Really? Wow. They better win game 1.
Some of the chances, I mean, this is Scheifele so good. He's a big, strong player.
But it might have just been some first period jitters for both teams. You said it was 2-2 after the first, right?
Yeah.
Right. So they settled down since then.
The Blues had scored first. Then the Jets had made it 2-1.
Right.
Then the Blues made it 3-2
right
early in the second, and then Goat Slayer says, "Hey, Kyle and Jaws, go Avs. Only way for Cats to get redemption is for Avs to get to the Stanley Cup Finals."
And there's always Vegas.
So yeah, we are just enjoying Blues and Jets, which right now it is the Jets that are trying to retake the lead after they had given up 2 unanswered goals.
Right. These guys, this looks like 3 overtime periods coming here.
Florida man says, "Oof, I couldn't wear another team's gear."
Ah. When we're streaming the other teams, it only makes sense in the playoffs to do it. It gets pretty heated with Kyle and I rooting for the opposite team, shall we say. We don't get an opportunity to root for the opposite team all that often.
So it's a face-off in the blue zone, which the Jets win. Wow!
Boy!
There it is.
There it is. Like I said, 4 overtimes. Man.
That is Kyle Connor just taking helping Winnipeg take the 4-3 leads. Florida man says, "That's just me, guys. I couldn't."
No, I get it.
Goat Slayer says, "I support
Man, Bennington's got a. Let me see. Is that as bad as it looks? Yeah, that's You look like Vanacek on that play, Bennington. Jeez.
There's over 5,000 people in the streets of Winnipeg outside the arena. So with 1:36 to go in the third, the Jets have taken a 4-3 lead.
Man, well.
And puck drop for Colorado Dallas will be at 8:55.
Okay.
Hey MJ, thank you for the 50.
Hey, thank you MJ, thank you brother.
Thank you MJ.
Thank you bud.
Says hello from California, Jaws and Kyle.
Hey buddy.
Writing to you from San Diego. It's lovely out here. Jaws, I texted you. I'm on my way up to Orange County for Easter, so Panthers versus Lightning. Again, I'm sorry I've been super MIA. Miss you guys.
Don't worry,
Go
brother.
Panthers. Oh no, it's a 2-on-1.
Thank you MJ. Oh, they're looking for the empty net. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Damn. Thank you again, MJ. Thank you, buddy. Enjoy your travels, man. Enjoy yourself. Oh, that went from
so Lowry makes it 5-3.
Damn.
Yeah.
That went from overtime to 2-goal deficit. All I had to do was sit down.
Yeah. So Winnipeg is going to have to outscore their own goaltending deficiencies again.
Well, I mean, 3 isn't that bad.
Yeah,
it started off looking that way. Dang, man, that went away. That went quick. Damn it. All right, let me go finish what I was doing to get ready for the game.
Okay. So the Blues still have the nets empty. Hand pass will stop play with 41 seconds left. Florida man says, I'm in Tampa repping our big cats like the Tiger King. That's awesome, Florida man. And MJ, I've been doing all right.
St. Louis in possession.
35 seconds left. The Blues will need a miracle here. Instead, the Jets. 19 seconds left, and now there's a scrum. Wow. Fight.
This has been a game of battles, a game of huge hits, and the Shens are watching very closely.
MJ, you've been traveling around the West Coast the past couple of weeks. That sounds pretty cool. Beck says, I thought Blues were going to take this one. Yeah, it was looking like it. It was looking like the Blues were gonna win this. Colin says, unfortunately, everyone on the Marlins is getting injured. MJ, you're trying to get tickets for Kings and Oilers next week. Oh, man, that probably will be a fun series. Also, congrats to the Heat for winning in overtime. The Heat won in overtime and will play against the first-seeded Cavs in the playoffs in the NBA. Windy City says, let's go. It's always great seeing St. Louis lose. Do I think the Heat could upset the Cavs? It's unlikely. I'm not sure what the delay here is in this Jets Blues ending. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Stars, warm-ups. Let's see. Grenlin, Hinsten, of Marchman, Duchesne, Sagan, Ben Johnson, Rand.
Controlled by Joseph, 12 seconds left.
Okay. Lekanen, McKinnon, Nietzsche, Druin, Nelson, Nichuskin, Kivaranto. All right. We've got the lineups. We've got the lineups here. The lineups for the Stars and Avs. I
Wait, are they still fighting? Because I started my recap.
well,
You
there's
said it was 19 seconds in a fight, and I come back in 3 minutes later, and there's 2 seconds, and they're still fighting.
it looks like all of the lineups up here are correct, except I need you to switch Manson and Johnson. Manson is
I gotta make a whole new graphic for that. Shit. All right, I'll do it. It's just because I emailed this to myself, so I'm gonna have to do a whole new thing here.
just switch Manson with Johnson. Just switch the pairs because it's Gerard and Johnson apparently, and Lindgren in it.
Manson, just switch the names, Manson and Johnson.
Yeah, switch the names and numbers.
So it's
This will be a great series. There's no question. This off will be outside.
the text is not going to be the same, obviously.
Number 3 seconds.
Go into the color feed. I'll show you which one it was.
Yeah, but what was the text?
Johnson.
I'm just going to do the best I can. Okay.
There, yeah, dark blue.
Close enough. All right, so you want Manson here?
No, put him.
Here.
No, you were correct, actually.
Okay. Let me make that a little bit bigger for you.
Mhm.
Okay. And then
And that is the end of the Blues Jets game one. The Jets win 5-3.
man, St. Louis blew that. They had their chance to go into the third period with a lead. All right, and then 42-6.
Mhm.
Obviously.
I'm pretty sure I just used the first font that's available there.
Well, I'm not worried about it now. Okay, 42 is who?
That would be Manson.
John, thanks so much. The Jets get the first win of the playoffs here, 5-3. But what do you think the story of that game is?
Well, two parts for me.
My
One,
beautiful
they
graphic.
didn't panic.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
They stayed to their core of what they like to do, get pucks deep, forecheck. And from St. Louis's point of view,
All right,
after they
that's
got
it.
to speak to me halfway through the hockey game, they seemed to sit back, not be as aggressive. They lost too many pucks
Now
in
I gotta
between the blue
email it to
lines.
myself
And
again.
Winnipeg took over a hockey game. Winnipeg was a better hockey club for the last 30 minutes. And the postseason all about key moments. And Bots pointed out in the broadcast that Kyrie saved by Alabama.
Yep.
Massive.
Okay.
Now, St. Louis didn't have much after that, but you can make an argument saying that.
And
So-
maybe I should
before that
actually
moment. So
include
maybe
the-
a turning point for them.
Only 2 shots on goal after that point for the St. Louis Blues. All right, Winnipeg takes game one. We're looking at game one in Dallas and Colorado. We look ahead to this one, Biz. We know it's Nico Rantanen against his former team.
Rantanen's revenge, as they're calling
No
it.
game landed.
Let's see. Man, I missed a lot of I missed a lot of chat.
That's gonna help rekindle that
All right, there you
Thank
go.
you.
All right, I'll be right back.
So,
Here, give me your glass. I get us extra water.
thank you.
Yep.
Ottawa Senators outlook says Sens will surprise Toronto. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but I've got a feeling we could pull the upset. Yeah, the Jets win 5-3. So here are the lineups. Here are the lineups for the Stars and Avs. The Stars' top line is Mikhail Grenland, Rupi Hintz, and Evgeny Dadonov. The second line is Mason Marchment, Matt Duchene, and Tyler Seguin. Third line is Jamie Benn, Wyatt Johnston, Mikko Rantanen. And the fourth line is Oscar Bach, Sam Steele, and Maverick Bork. The defensive pairs are Harley Liabushkin, Lindell Cece, and Bixel Petrovic. The Avalanche lineup is Arturi Lehkonen, Nathan McKinnon, Martin Necas on the top line. Jonathan Drouin, Brock Nelson, and Valerie Nichushkin is the second line. Joel Kiviranta, Charlie Coyle, and Ross Colton is the third line. And Parker Kelly, Jack Drury, and Logan O'Connor is the fourth line. The defensive pairs are Taves Makar, Gerard Johnson, and Manson Lindgren.
Clean and flushable wipes. Together, Cottonelle Ripples clean even better, so you feel clean as a... You got the right to a better wipe.
Hellebuyck has plenty of time to turn into his customary playoff pumpkin.
All right, Frank, let's say Glenn is a customer. What do? We help with cars. Oh, RV coverage. Great, apply coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour. How about that? For savings and service, get more with that.
All right, so
Get good gear? Yep. I got it with all the money I saved with Navy Federal Credit Union. They really take care
let me get the banner up.
of me. Imagine where I'd be without them. Proud to share our support of the military with the NHL. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary
No, Landeskog is not playing.
selection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000
Jaws will be joining us in just a second.
What's in your wallet?
At AT&T, we confidently guarantee our network. Oh, no. What we can't guarantee, you and your teammates being too connected.
What up, Sheriff?
Double or no.
I texted you guys. I was going to.
I got Greg's first this morning. I thought you said you were aware.
Connection means something. That's why with AT&T, if there's a network interruption, we'll fix it fast. We predict you a full day of service. That's the AT&T guarantee.
You dodged a Pepto predicament, superstar, because you took new Pepto Nausea motion sickness. It's been a bumpy ride to tonight's show, but your stomach's gonna make it to the gear.
Gotta go get my yogurt, and then I'll be right back.
Henderson says Landeskog is becoming an urban legend. Sometimes when the moon is just right at night, you can hear Landeskog wailing. The game is on already. Well, I would never know it because of the endless ads playing. Yeah, the game has been on. What the hell? The game is on. TNT needs to make people aware that if it's not automatically switching from Blues Jets coverage over to Avs Stars coverage. God damn.
What they do?
Well, they showed the countdown to puck drop
What the hell?
they showed the countdown to puck drop on the upper TNT channel, so I thought they were gonna switch over. But
Yeah.
no, now it's been almost 3 damn minutes.
Jesus. All right, well.
TNT is a lousy way of actually informing.
So was it on its separate channel, or did they just not flip it back themselves?
It was on the separate TNT channel.
All right, well, that's what happens if I'm not here freaking out. That's what happens if I'm not here freaking out and anxietying over where's the game.
I feel stupid for missing the first few minutes.
All right, well, we're good. We're good. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
4 shots and goal from Colorado.
Wow.
And a hell of a save there.
Blackwoods.
Which wood is in? Which one of the woods is in?
Mackenzie Blackwoods.
Okay. All right, then turn up just a touch, just a wisp. Thank you. All right. Let's go, Dolphins.
All right, so it is really hard to read the numbers.
You're not going blind like I am.
No.
Man. Okay, good.
Hey, MJ, thank you for the 20.
Hey, thank you, MJ. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, bud. What you got? Go ahead and read it while we got a minute.
One more theme before I go. My picks for the playoffs. For Eastern Finals, it'll be Panthers Capitals. For Western Finals, it'll be Jets versus Oilers.
Ooh.
For Stanley Cup, it'll be Panthers versus Jets, and the Panthers win their second cup.
I like it, MJ. I like it, brother. I like it. That was actually my bracket was Panthers Jets too. Good job, MJ. Thank you, brother. Thank you again, man.
So yeah, Blackwood made a good save on Hintz, and I think it's the Avalanche. The Avalanche.
Marchment.
Mason Marchment got called for tripping.
Damn it, Marchie. Right off the bat. All right. Shorty.
So 15:58.
Maybe a Reinhardt shorty? Oh, wait. That's our specialty. Stress-free hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Here are the starts.
Huh? Oh! Oh, that almost happened.
Steele nearly had a beautiful chance to score. Short-handed.
Yep.
Now McKinnon moves the puck ahead. He's with Druon, Nichushkin. Makar tripped.
No, they didn't call it, did they? Oh, my God.
The Avalanche will have a 5-on-3.
For freaking hell.
So Wyatt Johnston gets called for tripping Makar.
Oh.
So now be 5-on-3 for the Avalanche. So Druin, McKinnon, Nichushkin, and Makar are on the ice for the Avs.
Can I wear your hat? You want to wear the Stars jersey?
So for a minute 24, the Avs will have a 5-on-3 power play. So it's Druon, Nichushkin, Niches. Hey, MJ, thank you for the 10. Thank you for the 10.
MJ. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, MJ. Much appreciated, bud.
See, so, all right, guys, got to get going.
All right, MJ.
It's an hour and 15 drive to Orange County. See y'all later. Happy Easter. Have a great holiday.
Yep, you too, MJ.
Go Panthers, go.
All right, bud. Thanks again.
Hello, Adonis.
All right.
Now Nietzsche's with the puck.
We got less than a minute left.
McKinnon waits. Druon tried to send it over to Nietzsche's. Now McKinnon collects it, sends it wide. Nietzsche's collects it at the circle. Now it's McKinnon over to Druon. And the Stars will get the clear.
33 seconds left.
And there will also be some time.
There'll be some time
brief
after,
time, 5-on-4. Jason Todd was asking, are they legit or soft calls? Now
I didn't
Nietzsche's with
see the
the
replay on the Marchment one, but
Makar.
the Makar one,
Shoots save by Ottinger. Makar with the puck. Now McKinnon waits, sends it towards Nichushkin, and then
cleared.
it was cleared by the Stars.
Jason, the Makar one is one of those where you kind of have to call it, but it sucked. Like, it was one of those where the skater kind of, Makar kind of skates into his stick a little bit, but I mean, if it was on the Panthers and they didn't call it, if he tripped Forsling at the line and they didn't call it, we'd be pissed. But it's tough when it's 5-on-3. I guess people expect a little bit more leeway, but kind of needed to be called.
I believe Brock Nelson just got buried.
Yeah, I was almost boarding, but I think they're done calling penalties. All right, Dallas is
killed it
all off. There you go. And then they iced the puck.
They iced the puck with 13:08. Hello, Owls.
Hey, bud. Oh, where's my get the stream going on my phone so I can see the chat during the commercials. And Winnipeg and St. Louis sit down and had a whole ass game.
Yeah.
And I sit down and I'm like, oh, looks like it's going to overtime. And then 2 goals in 30 seconds. God dang it. I screwed that up.
Manson set the puck in deep. Now Manson,
Boy,
that was blocked by, I believe, Parker Kelly, the Avs player. Ottinger gloves the puck with 12:47 to go. JC says, happy day one of the playoffs.
yes.
Yes, they're
Finally.
finally here. Finally, some good hockey.
Ooh, time out. Incoming dishes.
Okay.
With Dawn Power Wash, he can fly through 99% of grease and grime in half the time.
Oh my Grecian, look at him go!
Yeah, Dawn Power Wash is unique. It absorbs grease with 3 cleaning boosters, removing it 5 times faster.
Ooh, for beak's sake, that was fast.
And Power Wash can replace multiple cleaning products.
Whoa, fumble recovery!
Those suds got game.
Yeah, they usually eat the whistle about 5 left in the third. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a customer. What do?
We help with car.
Oh,
RV coverage.
great. Apply coverage.
So yeah, the Avalanche are one of the teams that had to retool on the fly this year. They completely renovated their goaltending room. They brought in Charlie Coyle and Brock Nelson on the deadline for center help. James says Kyle Connor's one-timer was nasty. Yeah, that was the go-ahead goal.
Yeah. Yep.
Had a feeling you want to earn 3% cash back on dessert. What's in your wallet?
So
Things aren't really moving. You could use some Metamucil. Metamucil psyllium fiber helps keep your digestive system moving so you can feel lighter.
So yeah, it was a heck of a penalty kill by the Stars. Here we are, 12:47 to go in the first. So yeah, Landeskog was out there on the morning skate, but he did not play in tonight's game. JC says, can't believe we have to wait until Tuesday.
Right?
Max Lashley has not played in an NHL game since the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. June of 2022.
Nietzsche's in the face-off circle against Jamie Benn. Stars win that face-off. Johnston moves through the center of the blue line. He tries a sharp angle shot. Asa Lindell with the shot. I believe it was deflected wide. Rantanen back to the point. And then Blackwood covers the puck up after a shot, errant shot from the blue line. Real Cinema says Jim Montgomery doesn't seem to have changed much as a coach since leaving the Bruins. Still not able to get his team under control. JCM Landeskog, he had a conditioning stint with the Avalanche's AHL affiliate.
Here we go.
It'll
Now-
be a Stars
Yeah.
power play. Landeskog has returned.
He's just not playing yet tonight.
So Manson gets called for holding.
I mean, that's a bit much there. He gets away with that if he doesn't. I mean, he just held on too long.
The Avalanche leads shots on goal 8-2 at the moment.
Right.
But that
It was 4-0 when we tuned in when they finally, put it on the right channel. So we'll just pay attention to that for the next games.
Yeah. So Hintz, Johnston, Duchesne, Rantanen, and Harley are the Stars' top penalty kill, top power play units. Duchesne over to Harley, back to Duchesne. He takes a shot.
Oh, no rebound.
Blackwood makes the save. Let's see. Hintz over to Duchesne, back to Harley.
Oh,
that
good
was
save.
Wyatt Johnston with the shot. Back to Duchesne, back to Harley, back to Duchesne at the circle. Rantanen at the side of the net. He tries to send it past Blackwood, but no success.
Not held in.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
The Avs get another clear. 11 minutes to go in the first.
If that's Barkov and Reinhardt right there, they go down the ice.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting. That's why I said, uh-oh.
James says, did the team say Kachuk's groin was torn or strained?
They never said specifically.
I don't even think they ever said it was a groin.
They never officially, I never heard them officially say it was a groin, just lower body.
Let's see.
I mean, we all kind of knew it was a groin, but.
Granlund knocks down the puck.
There you go. Oh,
what a save.
That's another one. Another
save.
Holy crap.
So that was Ben and Granlund's getting denied.
Jeez.
By Blackwood.
That guy's a pain in the ass. It should be 1-0 right now. 1. And then getting back in time for that one.
That was Marchment and Ben getting robbed. I mean, Sagan was trying to screen.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the crease, but right there, I thought it was going to get knocked in. The puck just didn't quite rebound the right way for him. And that's it. They killed that one off.
The Avs killed a penalty, but don't clear the zone.
That's the worst. All right.
The Marlins scored 6 in the 9th inning just to come up short by 1. I heard about that. That is unfortunate. Marchman's pass is intercepted. So it turns into a battle for the puck.
Here come the Avs.
There's McKinnon. Makar.
Oof.
That missed the net.
Yeah.
And Lehkonen tries to swipe at the puck at the side of the net, but Audinger gloves it up.
All right.
Another commercial already.
Yeah. They didn't have one first.
Freyday's coming. Wait, their biggest sale of the year is back. So get excited to get up to 80% off. Ooh, yes, don't miss out. Shop Wayday starting April 26th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Weight loss.
For so long,
I felt stuck. But
So-
things changed.
So yeah, right now it's tied at nothing. Both the Stars and Avs have had high quality chances on the power play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the refs are not going to swallow the whistles, at least in this game so far. How often do you see a 5-on-3 in the first period of a playoff
Someone
game?
in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your
That's
doctor if
something
you get
Panthers are going to
1%
have to watch out
Self-check
for.
and call your doctor
Yeah.
if you have
They got, well, I mean, they got to stay out of the box.
reaction.
Oh yeah.
Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with
Real Cinema says they called a lot of penalties in the Blues Jets game too.
Is that right?
Which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Yeah, that we can't have that.
Ask your doctor
They need to
about
just let
Zepbound.
Florida and Tampa just play. Each team gets one power play a game.
Henderson's Jet says, "Lol, Jets fans have already started ref watch despite winning 5-3."
Well, I love the kill. You know, I didn't like the first penalty. We found a way to kill the 5-on-3, which is huge. I mean, they're tough enough to kill 5-on-4. Never mind 5-on-3, especially early in the game. So, got a big effort from a lot of guys there to get us through that. And then-
Hey Amanda, how you doing?
Hey, Amanda.
Thanks, Ashley. Beat the boards teams have eliminated the Avalanche in playoffs 3 times in the last 6 years. Sharks in 2019, Golden Knights in 21, and then the Dallas last year. The Boar has been to the conference final 5 of the last 6 seasons.
All right, that puck. Ottinger loves that puck with 9:04 to go. Michael Barnard says it's crazy to see the speeds difference. Call me unobservant, but which?
He's just saying I'm thinking he's saying in the game in general. In other words, versus regular season.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, don't call that. Thank you, refs.
Henderson says Lightning Stars rematch in my brackets. Ottinger has to glove the puck again.
There we go.
There's a little
something.
A conversation between Brock Nelson and Leah Bushkin.
By the time my eyes could even see the number, you processed both numbers, looked at the screen and processed the names and said it. And I'm like, is that 46?
So, Coyle in the face-off circle for the Avs. Hey, Amanda, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you.
She says, I have Vegas and Panthers in the finals. Will be crippled by then. We shall see.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Tampa Bay series is going to take its toll. And then if we have to play Ottawa in the second round, Chucky versus Chucky, that could get ugly. And then we'd have, if we had to face Tom Wilson in the third round again. Can we borrow Lombard from Calgary?
Yeah. Jason Todd says, I just want to see Mr. Shutdown City, a.k.a. Barkov, this playoff season again. Truly a thing of beauty.
Yep. Well, we're going to have to see him against Cooch.
Real Cinema says, I got Avs Canes. Canes finally get past the conference final,
Wow.
then get swept in the finals.
That ain't right, man. I'm not so sure about the Canes goaltending this year.
Let's see now who gets... McKinnon with the puck.
God, he's so fast.
He is fast. Nate just waits. He sends it towards Lehkonen. Lehkonen tried to pass to McKinnon. Now that puck will roll all the way over to Marchment, who has Duchesne on his right. Duchesne, his pass is deflected out of play. 7:31 to go. Amanda says, I have Panthers in 6. They are counting us out. Trevor says, maturing as a hockey fan is realizing that the purpose of the regular season is just to get us a seed and be healthy enough for a deep run.
Right. Well, while I agree with that statement, what I would say is some fan bases are denied that opportunity to mature for decades at a time, because if you don't ever really make the playoffs, or you only make them every once in a while, and every year you're like, we're only 4 points out with 5 games left every damn year, and you never make it or never get anywhere, then for those fans, the regular season is everything. By the time you finally make it to the playoffs once a decade, you're like, oh my God, we made it. Now what?
Yeah.
That was life as a Panther fan from about 98, 97, 98 until this group of guys.
Yeah.
It's just regular season was everything, because every night you were fighting and begging and pleading for an extra point.
Dodonov had tried to wrap that around in front. He gets the puck taken away from him.
He is just hung around and hung around and hung around.
Yep. Well, would you believe Alex Petrovic actually is still on the bottom defensive pair for the Stars? He was there last year.
Is that right?
Yeah. You remember Petrovic,
Yeah,
right?
I remember Petro.
The guy that we protected instead of Marchessault.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's something.
McKinnon tried for a shot. Nietzsche sent it backwards, but the Stars control it. Jamie Benn can't hang on to it. McKinnon met with stiff resistance. Puck lifted out of play with 5:18 to go.
Yeah, Amanda, as far as what Kyle said, I mean, it looks like he's ready for game 1 in terms of Chucky. They put him on the first power play, so he must be fine. I'm good, Andrew. I'm good. Next week for the members, there will definitely be fishing on the podcast, because it's basically like 70 degrees every day next week. So, and when you consider how much screen time I'm going to be getting with all the extra playoff games, the podcast will probably be fishing 2 or 3 times next week for the members. I took Kyle metal detecting today out by the Coast Guard beach, and when I came to pick him up, one of those big 5-pound bass jumped right in front of us. Yeah.
Retro Matt says, what a first game with the Blues and Jets.
Man, the Kyle, wake up.
What was that?
No, what was? I see. JC's got the lines. Yeah, that's what I'm. JC, that's what I'm thinking as well.
Looks like ordinary antiperspirants can't take the heat. Ordinary antiperspirants can't fight sweat better than secret clinical.
Yeah, Andrew. In the river here, it's a tributary, and we get big bass that come back in here to spawn. They come back in here in April and May, and it's nothing to see a 5-pound bass jump. There's 7-10 pound bass in here. They won't eat though. They're big fat females, and there's so much bait. There's so much perch that come into this part of the river that you can't get one of those bass to hit anything. Not that I don't try to catch them anyway because they're spawning. I want to leave them alone. But when hopefully this year when I had the GoPro on, I can catch one on camera.
Retro Matt says every YouTube channel I watch with predictions, they all are picking Tampa. I can't wait to see Florida shut them all up.
I mean, everybody's saying the Panthers have played a lot of hockey, and it's true. But, I mean, this is as rested and fresh and healthy as we're going to be. If anything, I would have confidence about us getting out of the earlier rounds. It would be, would we have the juice to finish off Washington or win the cup again?
Rantanen dumps in, but it goes out of play.
Physical game, and he's been on both sides, but he takes a healthy run here at Samuel Gerard, and then gives him a little chop, and then a nice little healthy crunch in the center of the back.
Probold Forever asks if LA and Colorado play in a potential Western Conference Finals, who do you think would win that matchup?
Oh. I'd have a hard time betting against Colorado if they got that far.
So it's crazy that we're getting this matchup in the first round.
Yeah.
When this could easily be a conference finals game series.
Yeah, it's it's weird that way. You end up with matchups like this in Florida, Tampa, and then
the Chuskin looking for something.
Well,
and then
like Caps Canadiens, which is not likely to be a Eastern Conference final. I know there's some people who would like to see this playoff seeding go back to the way it was in 1 through 8. So it's kind of slowed down now. 3:48 left. As soon as I say that, somebody will score a goal.
Dadonov held it in. But the Avs will get the clear.
Craig, yeah, we get the blue catfish and the flats here too.
Have you ever caught one of those snakeheads?
I caught one years ago when you go under the bridge and where it narrows back in there.
Yeah.
But I haven't caught all that many. I haven't seen all that many. I don't know why they haven't really taken over in that area, but they haven't.
So I believe this is the fourth line for the Stars in the zone right now. Bork just sends it back behind the net. Now I believe both teams go for the change. Less than 2.5 to go in the first.
But yeah, Craig, for June, July, August, and September, I could go out there any day I want and catch dinner with catfish. and a good size. Remember the time last year
Right.
when Kyle, me, and Matthias all went fishing, and all three of us were hooked up with a big catfish at the same time.
Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome.
Yeah, because we're just waiting, so we're standing along the shore in the water, and it was Kyle and I was in the middle of Matthias, and we're all sitting there fighting these big fish at the same time.
Drouin over to Nichushkin.
Gerard
from the blue line, and Ottinger has to glove that with 1:32 to go.
All right. Somebody gets a goal here, it could be huge.
Blues Jets was tied at 2 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone gets a goal, it could be huge. All right, so Sagan, Duchesne, Marchment's line out there, along with Harley, Bushkin.
Oh, that was saved, but just dribbled wide. Fucking quarter left.
See.
Oh,
what a move!
Yeah,
who was that? That was Brock Nelson?
Yeah,
recently freed from the mediocrity that is the Islanders.
Yeah.
Real Cinema is still not impressed by playoff Hallebuck. It's nowhere near as bad as that first game where I think the Jets had to win 8-7.
Yeah, well, that was last year, right?
That was last year.
Yeah, I mean, if he only allowed one more the rest of the game after a rusty first period, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt after that. There's a lot of emotions game one of a playoff. You know what I mean? First period, game one, it happens.
Offsides with 12 seconds to go. Craig says, sounds like fun. Here we get to catch Steelhead and Kokani.
Oh, nice.
I agree. This has been a very good opening.
Yeah. It's weird when we catch the catfish on. We've got these little gold spoons that I get off of a website. They're only like $3 a piece if I buy them in bulk. And they're just little, I forget the name of them, not daredevils, but something like that. And you just run the spoon, like you just bounce it off the bottom because it's muddy for the most part. And when you bounce it off the bottom as you're reeling it in, the catfish they just suck it up. All right, that's it.
That is it.
Okay.
McCarr only got a wrist shot, and it
All
didn't
right.
even reach the nets. All right, so we are tied at 0 after 1.
Okay, I'll go yell at the camera. I'm warming up that Surface Pro. So maybe I can get that one going for the chat. If we can get one more TV in here and see the chat on the TV, it make it easier for both of us.
So yeah, at the moment, it's looking like both the Stars and the Stars and Avs seem quite evenly matched at the moment. So, in NBA news, wow, the Knicks had a 21-0 run in the final quarter to rally for 123-112 victory against the Pistons in the game 1 of that series. And the Nuggets beats the Clippers in overtime 112-110. The Nuggets beat the Clippers 112-110 in overtime. The Pacers beat the Bucks 117-98. I am not sure what the lines are going to be for the Panthers with Tkachuk and the others coming back. We'll have to wait until Tuesday and possibly the morning skates and warm-ups.
But you can count on Enterprise, home or away, to always be there with the assist, no matter where the game takes you. Enterprise, for lives and drive.
Beck says they had the lines for the practice today.
There's toothpaste white, and then there's Crest 3D White Strips white. Oh, one second.
Crest 3D White Strips safely work below the enamel surface to whiten like a $400 professional treatment. The #1 teeth whitening brand in America.
Practice lines had Chucky in the second line. Yeah.
We'll take a sip so I fill it up.
Who's the buyer? Hey, bro. Welcome to Casa de Wood.
Oh, jeez.
Morning, Mr.
Who's open next week?
So apparently the practice lines for the Panthers today had Tkachuk on the second line.
Right, with Bennett and Samo, right?
Yeah, with Bennett and Samo.
Yeah.
Top line was for Hagee, Barkov, Reinhardt, Luosterainen, Lundell, Marchand, Boquist, Sturm, Rodriguez.
Oh.
That was the fourth line.
Oh, he's going to take Greer off the ice for Boquist.
Forsling, Jones, Mikula, Kulikov, and I'm still Balinska Schmidt.
Balinska Schmidt. He's going to take
30 to 50% off almost everything.
He's going to take Greer off for Boquist, huh? Oh, I don't like that. I do not like that at all.
And the fifth lines for practice were Greer, Nosek, Gadjo, and Magna Ekblad. Since yeah.
48 for him, but both guys stood tall in that first period. Perfect on both sides of the goalies. We welcome you back inside the studio. Leading people over net and some part of the Hall of Famer
Tony says, I hope Ottawa gives Toronto a heartbreak by winning the series. Hey, I'm actually it's funny in the past couple of years I've been rooting for the Leafs in their respective series. I'll have to decide who I'm rooting for.
He's a big guy, but he moves really well. Quick feet. I always talk about this. To be a really good goaltender in this league.
So yeah, so Stars and Avs fans that are watching this right now, what are your initial impressions? Blackwood and Ottinger seem to be doing their jobs competently. McKinnon is still super fast. The Stars are incredibly well-rounded at the moment. What is the over-under on Nichushkin disappearing again for the Avs in the playoffs? You remember it the past couple of years.
Yeah.
If you're a big guy, you make big movements, you create big holes, right? So that's the trait when you're taller, the smaller movements, and stay solid. And we look at the rankings here.
Yeah, Landeskog is seemingly going to be. He'll be back in for game 2 or game 3, and I'm sure that is probably what the Avs are aiming for is to have Landeskog back for game 3 in front of the home ice crowds, because that would massively rally the Avs fans. I think the Avs strategy is to try to steal at least one of the 2 games here against Dallas in Dallas, and then come back home and have Landeskog join the fight just in time for the home crowd. Tony says if Toronto loses the series, that will be the end of their core 4 players.
That'll be pretty cool. All right, let's go to the other big thing in this period, which was penalty kill, especially if you have a 5-on-3 and it's Colorado. Not really the way you want to start a game. Ace's Insights powered by the SAP Coaching Insights app.
Eric believes 100% that Landeskog is waiting to play until a home game.
Dallas was effective because they wouldn't allow those passes too. You heard Edville talking about
Hungry Xenomorph says, gotta love how the Avs are stuck with him. I don't think many other teams would keep an injured player for 3 years in the books.
That makes life easier for the goaltender. Hank, you talk about it all the time. When that puck goes east to west, it's difficult for the goaltender to make that save. So you got to get cutting those passes off and not let those passes get through.
Yeah, and if I could say one thing, not to be negative, but McKinnon's got to be on the offside. He's on the right-hand side there. You can keep him to the outside. If he gets on the other side, he's got so many more options to throw the puck into the middle, to go towards the net, or even get it back. I just thought he wasn't in the right position being on the right side on the puck.
You're looking for the one-timer possibly?
Yeah, because he snaps it real quick, and he's smart enough that he can't get it through. He's going to make a nice pass. But you can see Dallas, when he was on the right-hand side, the Dallas team just kept him sort of to the outside and took the middle lanes away. And then what happens is, especially on 5-on-3s, players go, okay, I can't be selfish here. I can't shoot from here. I got to make that perfect pass. And Dallas played it right, but if I'm Colorado the next 5-on-3, I'm getting.
D-Tron says, I picked the Leafs to win the cup, but I sure hope the Sens take that series. Yeah, it would be hilarious, actually.
But can you give me a little bit more? What was the move you were doing?
You kind of just shifted across. Those subtle movements. You look like Mary J. Blige dancing their biz. If you're a big guy, big movements.
Eric says that Landeskog is the captain of the Avs and arguably the best captain in the league. Everyone focuses on McKinnon and McCarr's skill, but Landeskog is the core that the Avs have built around.
Mopping is hard work.
Alongside McKinnon and McCarr.
And then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized I can get cleaner floors without the extra work. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact, and the pad's hundreds of strips scrub away sticky messes, even from grout lines. Okay, Power Mop. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. So ditch the bucket and all the hard work that comes along with it with the Swiffer Power Mop.
All right, trainees, let's say Glenn is a customer. What do we do?
We help with car.
Oh,
RV coverage.
great. Apply coverages. Because you never know what...
Eisenite says, I picked random picks for my bracket, and now I have the Blues beating the Habs. I have made a terrible mistake. Yeah, that does sound like a terrible mistake, Isa. What's funny is, just from my unprofessional gut feelings, I chose Panthers Blues. I thought the Blues would be making that Gloria run just to get stopped by the Panthers.
and turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of a honeymoon in Fiji.
Eisenite says the hockey guy picks the Habs to upset the Capitals. Of course he did.
If my mortgage lender used Agent Force, powerful AI from Salesforce, a digital agent would have helped me pre-qualify before my dream house was sold. Wow.
The buyer's lender used Agent Force.
Well, who's the buyer?
Hey, bro. Welcome to Casa de Wood.
Oh, jeez.
Morning, Mr.
Pool's open next week. Bathing suit optional.
Agent Force helps lenders with their finance fiasco.
Beck says confirms the hockey guy watches Jaws' videos.
Another toothpaste that does not white.
Tony says I could see Rick Tocchet or Joel Quenneville going to the Rangers after the firing of Laviolette. No, I did not see the results of the EA Sports NHL 25 simulation of the playoffs. The hockey guy also swore the Rangers would make the playoffs until the last week. My picks for upsets. I think the Blues might upset the Jets. I think the Devils might upset the Canes. And I definitely think the Avs can upset the Stars. Hello, Steven. Eisenite says they had the Leafs beating the Avs. Good Lord. And the Panthers will upset Tampa. Yes, that too.
Colorado minus 135 odds. Dallas in there plus 105. DraftKings Sportsbook. Your home for live betting. New customers, you can bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app. Use promo code SKATE when you sign up.
Trevor says, I got the Canes winning the East because they shot up in the betting markets recently. Who wins the fight, hockey guy or Steve Dangle?
Second period coming up.
I used to struggle with dandruff and scalp issues, but then I started using Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. Microbes are on everyone's scalp and can cause irritation, but when you use Head & Shoulders every wash,
It keeps these rascals at bay. It helps prevent dandruff before it starts. Where do you think you're going?
see, no flakes down here.
You looks great.
Have a little help.
Make every wash count.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust.
Who is taking Pugliarvi's place?
Making hard to reach.
I don't think Pugliarvi was even on the planned lineup.
He wasn't going to be on the roster either way. He's a depth guy. I don't think they just wanted to see him play in a few games. I wouldn't be surprised if you get an opportunity next year. I wouldn't mind re-signing him to a two-way deal and seeing if he can help us with depth next year.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and remove 99% of grease, so it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
I'm gonna put Goldquist over Greer. That's what.
What'd you see?
I said that's the only surprise. I'm putting Goldquist over Greer.
I zoned out while you were answering.
Oh, that's okay. Never mind.
What?
All I was saying was that I found your silver and turned it in for cash today.
Crooked and cat. Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch.
No matter what kind of teeth, you gotta brush.
Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush hugs them, cleans them.
Puyarvi was suspended. He went to the AHL and scored a goal tonight.
And here's how I perfectly clean every nook.
Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B. Ponvory is approved for the treatment of relapsing forms of multiple sclerosis in adults. Ponvory lowers the number of white blood cells, lymphocytes, in the blood. Usually, this will return to normal within 1 to 2 weeks of stopping treatment. Ponvory can increase your risk of serious infections that can be life-threatening and may cause death. Ponvory can cause your heart rate to slow down, especially after you take your first dose. Do not take Ponvory if in the last 6 months you had a heart attack, unstable angina, stroke, or other severe heart conditions, including certain types of abnormal heart rate. The most common side effects of Ponvory include upper respiratory tract infections, elevated liver enzymes, and high blood pressure. Starting treatment with Ponvory will begin with a starter pack. Ask your doctor about Ponvory or visit.
Stevens says Islanders fans like me all want Brock Nelson to have a good playoffs, so you're rooting for the Avs. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Get it in as fast as an hour with express delivery. Welcome to your Walmart.
Eric always liked Nelson on the Islanders, was pretty stoked that he came to the Avs. All right, so the second period's about to start.
I think after the second period, Mike, we got this sausage. And we got this smoked Gouda with the sausage. No, I don't want the salami today, but maybe the sausage. See?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, we still have that.
Yeah, that's from. Hey, here you go.
Donuts.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you want these donuts. I'm fairly certain you don't want these.
No.
Those were leftovers from because they weren't chocolate. All right, come on, stupid Dolphins. Huh?
I know I can't eat any of the chocolate chips because we're saving them for
Yeah, you
pancakes.
gotta make the pancakes Monday, really.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow we gotta film. Once Donna leaves, we'll film. Okay.
Avs win the face-off to start the second period.
Let's go, Dolphins.
McKinnon pursues the puck, but CC sends it all the way back out to the neutral zone. Natchez crosses the blue line, takes a shot, goes past Ottinger. Now McKinnon and Lehkonen cannot keep the puck in. Now it's back to Taves and McCarr. Taves stretch past Natchez over to Lehkonen on the left. Lehkonen takes a shot. Natchez near the circle. Over to Taves. Taves.
Oh. I'm looking at something on the Stars. Let me see. Yep. There's nobody in the Stars top 9 that doesn't have an N in their last name.
Huh. No, Marchment doesn't have an
Men, M-E-N-T.
M-A-R-C-H-M-E-N-T,
Marchment. There's nobody in the top 9 that doesn't have an N in the last name.
Oh, I see. That could extend to the top. Yeah, that's the top 9.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, because can't say that for the Avalanche because of Coyle.
Face off in the Stars zone. The Stars finished the regular season 0-5-2.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't matter. You know that. Once you've clinched your spot.
Yeah.
Jumping the pucks, he was stealing them. He just really noticeable, especially down.
Okay, so we get the Chushkin unable to keep the puck moving. So now Marchment over to Sagan. Marchment takes another shot, but it's intercepted. Now Nichushkin enters the zone, but he's surrounded, and he gives the puck away, essentially. Labushkin over to Dadonov. But now the Avs battle for it. Hintz sent it on goal, and it's gloved by Blackwood. True says, "Hey boys."
Hey True, how you doing, bud?
Adonis says, "After tonight's, definitely think Bob is the second best goalie tonight in the playoffs."
Great size. Certainly an intimidating guy inside that blue paint. Doesn't look like the moment is too big for him so far.
18:07 to go in the second. Face off in the Avs zone. McGrenland in the face-off circle. The Stars win the face-off, but the puck goes out of play.
Hear the boys touch on it. Just how much this game could change over the course of 5 or 6 months.
So now it's 18:03 to go in the second.
Oh, Hintz not looking happy.
Hintz appears to be in some pain
as he blocked the shot.
Now Rantanen will take this face off. The Avs win that. Johnson sends it out ahead to Colton and Kiviranta.
Oh.
Colton tried to get a shot off in front. Now Kiviranta crosses red line. Puck is dumped in, but the Stars send it over to Rantanen. And that was now the puck is in the Stars zone. Drury's shot was blocked.
This is going to be a 2-1 game where all the goals are like some kind of greasy deflection. Unless McKinnon does something crazy.
True says, Kyle, you're getting really good at it calling games. It's not easy to do with more than just one team that you know.
I appreciate that, True. He is getting good.
Yeah, well,
I was telling him because he's got a screen over here to the right. You've got another TV with the lineup, so he's got the names and numbers. But by the time I process the number of the player that has the puck, he's processed both players.
McKinnon's shot saved by Ottinger.
Read the name off the screen and gotten it back, and then he remembers everybody.
Natchez feeds McKinnon. McKinnon looking.
Oh boy.
I believe that was Makar with that shot. It's the fourth shot for Makar. Henderson says, I think Eck has Panthers in 7. Hockey psychology has Bolts.
Yeah. I saw the hockey psychology one.
So 16:07 to go.
I mean, it's not like I could pick against the Panthers. Let's be real. You know,
Avs win that face-off.
but I in my preseason I said we'd repeat, so I'm not going to back off of that. But I'm not unaware of the reasons why we might not repeat.
Rantanen's pass bumped ahead by Harley, and it causes icing.
I mean, if we stay healthy and play our game, we should be at least in the Final Four.
Ouch.
Oh.
So Hintz,
yeah,
he got hit by a puck from
That's
his
not
own
good,
teammate,
man.
Bixel. That looks like it went off the front or maybe the side of his ankle.
Don't forget, Tuesday's the last day to shave.
I know
Make
that.
sure I do your hair too. I'll just shave your head bald.
No.
You can't stop me.
Yes, I can stop you.
Once I shave a bald spot, that's it. I have to make the rest of it even. Oh, you're going to try. Oh, no, please stop. Oh, no, stop. Is that so I won't or so that I will?
So you won't. So you won't shave me.
You got to get your massage license. I'll watch the nails.
Sorry.
It's okay. All right, call again.
Yeah.
Whew. Come on, stupid Dolphins. Do something. I don't even think Tua is trying. I'm just practicing for regular season. So the refs called that one group of penalties, and then that was it.
A long shift for Devon Taves. Oh man, Blackwood's had to make a crucial stop. Harley was right in front of him. Henderson says, I think most are picking on recent play. Panthers weren't good for the last 3 weeks or so because they were injured to hell.
Like I'll give you the stat that I gave on the noon stream. Florida Panthers Dead on Twitter had it, so it's not my stat. But this year, the Panthers played 54 games where Barkov, Kachuk, and Ekblad were all on the ice at the same time. We were 39-15-0. So if we're healthy, we still have everything there.
Colton takes a shot. Now Coyle keeps the puck moving, but it is not enough to keep it in the zone. Duchesne moving in, but he has the puck taken away from him. Now Bixel and Petrovic. Bixel sends it up ahead. That pass was not close enough to Hintz, who is on the ice.
Oh, delay of game.
Delay of game.
They have to call that one.
Mr. Magoo says, go Stars, go.
I concur.
I do not concur.
All right.
Lindgren gets called for delay of game.
I hate that penalty. I understand it, but I'm not a fan of that penalty.
Henderson says, I'm hopping off for now. Catch you guys later.
Okay, bud. is this commercial?
I don't.
Oh, okay. So it was a sad commercial. I see. Okay, what's the chat got?
What are we doing today, Coach? So, today we're going to work on our checking.
Sorry, I heard checking.
I meant checking.
So yeah, I think the Stars might take the lead on this power play.
Yeah. Real Cinema says the Dolphins are doing something. They're destroying their team and letting the guys who broke it try to rebuild. Amen, Real Cinema. Amen to that. Like I keep saying, anybody who enjoyed the way this channel used to be, where every night was bitching and complaining, welcome to Flying Fluffy Football this season.
Andre says, I remember when Peter DeBoer used to be our coach.
Is there a team he hasn't coached? He's been around. In fact, I wonder how many. Well, I'll wait for after the power play. I wonder how many different teams he's coached.
All right, so it's the start of the Stars power play. Duchesne, Hintz, Johnston, Rantanen, and Harley are the men out on the ice for the Stars.
Man, don't do no shorthanded stuff now. Come on, Dallas.
Like
game one, power play, midway through the second period. This is where series are won. You can steal a game here.
The Stars are supposed to be the favorites. I'm not sure if that's how it works.
I don't know. Most people I thought were picking Colorado.
What a save by Blackwoods. And then the Avalanche clear.
Oh, Lord, what a pain in the ass this guy is.
Colin says, hey, Jaws, you should join low-quality Bruins fans bracket challenge. The winner gets a free jersey. Maybe you can win the reverse retro Gus Bus jersey.
Oh, yeah, I got to get on there. Yeah, he's going to be on the puck blockers with us sometime soon.
Now, Rantanen, that puck. Blackwood makes another ridiculous save, and now it's Nichushkin. He has...
Oh, can you imagine if he gives up a shorty there after Blackwood just made those saves?
Yeah.
No good.
So,
no bueno.
Ben, Grenlin, Sagan, Marchment, and Rantanen are the men on the ice for the Stars. But there's less than 15 seconds to go on the Stars power play. That was fast.
Yeah. They never really got set up.
No.
Oh crap.
It's Lindgren who gets taken down.
Yeah. Once he got the puck underneath them, it's like...
Tony says, my playoff bracket for the West is Oilers beat Kings, Minnesota beats Vegas, Oilers beat Minnesota, Blues beat Jets, Avs beat Stars, Blues beats Avs, and Oilers beat Blues. Real Cinema says these teams are so evenly matched.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Blackwood with another save. CC takes a shot. Oh man,
geez.
the puck is
Oh
right
God,
there.
It's right there.
And then Borg gets a shot.
We're going to be here 2 overtimes, 3 overtimes.
McKinnon with the puck. He drops back. Lehkonen.
Oh, no.
Oh my
son of a
goodness.
bitch. As soon as I start talking about overtime, that's the second time today I've done that.
I believe it's Lehkonen who scores.
Damn it.
And the Avs have drawn first blood against the Stars. Beck says his foot hit it in. What a lucky goal, my lord.
Oh, let's see.
So McKinnon. Wow.
Oh, did it just bounce? I mean,
It
just
bounced
bouncing
off
around,
his
right?
foot and then went back in. Look. It just.
Oh my God!
Oh my
Are
God!
you kidding me?
Wow. Football.
They're
That's
gonna
a
look at that.
That's a football goal right
They're
there.
gonna look at that.
Where's the Brazilian guy going? Goal!
Look at this. That they're gonna look at that, bro. They're gonna look. There's no. That's.
So it is under
no
review.
Question, it's a kicking motion, but does it matter if it's unintentional?
Well, kicking motion, but instead of kicking it forwards, he was kicking his leg up. He was falling to the ground. It might have just been his body moving his leg for him.
Right, but what does it matter if it's unintentional? Like,
no, the rule is you cannot intentionally kick it in. So if
are you sure that it's written that way?
Yeah, if there's an intentional kicking motion, then it's no goal. So I think
that is crazy.
Lekkonen might get that goal.
They might keep it.
Oh,
here we go.
Here we go.
After video review, it's determined there was no kicking motion.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow. So Lekkonen scores first on an absolutely insane goal.
Man.
Arturi Lekkonen.
I mean,
look at Peter.
I still don't agree with what the ref said. There was a kicking motion. It just was unintentional.
Yeah, goal.
Damn, that had to be the first goal of this game.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And now the Avs are probably going to have quite a bit of momentum from that. Gerard passes the puck along.
That was Granlund, right?
Who scored?
No, who was it?
It was Lekkonen.
Lekkonen.
Lekkonen for the Avs. Yeah. Ghost Slayer says, no hate on Dallas, but we're going to have a Brett Hull Dallas repeat controversy.
That's crazy. That's the first goal of this series.
Is that?
Is that?
Score!
Jeez.
Enriched with Power Crunch protein. To fuel you and your Power Crunch. Protein word trip.
I bet the people on Twitter are totally reasonable about this. I
know.
Why are you signed out?
What do you mean? Oh, because I had to clear my cache because you insisted on doing your bracket on my computer. That's why. And so I don't want to go through that right now.
Okay.
Well, it might be automatically in there, but go ahead and try it.
Yeah.
Because I've got the, what do you call it?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to send me a text probably. Not by that. No.
Sign in.
Double click. No. So I'm gonna have to. I don't want to go through that right now.
Okay. Maybe you can go on Twitter on your phone and just type in stars.
Yeah.
Or Avalanche and find out how hilarious the initial reactions are. Simon says, I have the impression you're going to support every team that's going to play against the Habs.
I'm actually picked the Habs. We actually, that's an interesting thing, Simon, because we even streamed the Montreal game where they clinched the playoffs, and I was rooting for them and all happy when they made it. Hungry says Reddit is where the good meltdowns are. Yeah. Let me see if I'm signed in here.
Yeah.
How's it going to be on the end?
Dallas subreddit is not happy, I'm sure.
I bet.
Simon says, I picked the Habs over the Caps. He's talking about me.
Oh, okay.
So McKinnon and Nietzsche get the assists on that absolutely absurd Lehkonen goal. So we are over halfway through the second period. Ottinger gloves the puck with 9.5 to go. Shots on goal are now tied at 15. I mean, Johnston was like right in front of Blackwoods. And Sagan had a chance at a redirect there. Why do I hate the Canadiens so much? Because they denied the Blue Jackets a chance to make it into
This is what you're getting on Twitter.
Is that who I think it is?
Yeah.
Skilling it up is going to have a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah.
I love those videos. Lehkonen. Oh, Taves had a point-blank chance, but Ottinger made the save. Now Duchesne with the puck. He's whiffed entirely on the wraparound attempt. Simon says, because the last time we faced your Panthers, I threw my hat and I said, I hate this goddamn Canadian. Yeah, I would not be disappointed if the Caps blow the Montreal Canadiens out of the water.
Oh, I see. That's going to be like that.
Well, I want Ovi to get. I don't want Ovi's amazing season to end just yet.
I see.
Lewis says, "Hey guys, it's Turtle here." He is real cocky and calling that the Cats win in 5.
Wow.
I don't think it's going to be that easy this year. Ekblad isn't back until Game 3.
What's that?
Hey, Amanda, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you.
She says, more chocolate chips for you, Kyle. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Amanda.
I got plenty of the big chocolate chips for him. So.
I'm not allowed to have any until the pancakes are made.
Because you'll eat them all.
I know. That's why I'm stopping myself. I have to stop myself from eating all of them. Simon says, I just want to make the Eastern Conference final, face your Panthers, and win in 4.
Oh, my God.
Now Manson with the puck for the Avs. He sends it up ahead. Drouin had to travel with the puck. Now Nelson tries to reach it. Shoved by Lindgren. Now it's basically a big battle, which Nichushkin briefly had won, but now the Stars will dump in to the Av zone. Steele, so this is the 4th line out there. Steele. Blackwoods gloves the puck with 7:10 to go. Can I go on a rant about how the Leafs are non-existent? The Leafs are worse than non-existent. They are tremendously successful while playing the most boring hockey imaginable.
The Leafs?
Well, Barube's north-south. What is the word? Game style, north-south playing style,
right,
has essentially made it so the Leafs are no longer quite as prolific in the goal scoring.
Right.
They basically, Urinating Tree put it as a analytically ranked middle of the pack team that's relying on high-end talent and fluke BS to win them
And
games.
they got just about almost the best goalie in the league right now.
Yes, Stolars and Wool. Stolars and Wool have combined for a .916 save percentage.
Yeah. Sounds familiar with Stolars and Bob, doesn't it?
Sens in 7. Brady Tkachuk overtime winner. Real cinemasis.
That would be a hell of a series.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Ottawa and Toronto goes to 7, or that we get 7 between the Jets and Blues.
Well, Dallas has not really responded to this goal. It's gotten quiet in that building.
Oh, it's a 2-on-1 the other way.
Oh, good play.
It was a good defensive play.
Jeez, that was looking ugly there for a second.
Either got to pass it right away
Let's see.
fire the puck once you get past that point of no return, so to speak.
Now the Stars, Marchment enters the zone. He gets the puck taken away from him, but he tries to retrieve it again. Puck bounces around near the circle. Parker Kelly gets the clear. Leah Bushkin. It is offsides for the Stars. The YouTuber says, "Hi, I'm here."
Hey, bud.
Hungry Xenomorph says, "Just saw a graph about the most consecutive playoff appearances. Currently, Toronto has the most and the second least series wins. 9 consecutive playoff seasons, only 1 series win."
Oh, boy. That's rough.
Amanda says, "Jaws, the NHL loves us. Gave us 3 days of extra rest."
I know. Isn't that interesting how when Maurice was asked about Tkachuk, he said he'd be ready for game 1, depending on when the games get scheduled. And then suddenly we're the last team to start. Or I guess, are we the last team to start? Or is there any of the Western Conference teams that start Tuesday night? And then we got that stinking 1:00 game on Saturday.
Sometimes sweat just hits you out of nowhere. Oh, yes, it does.
So what game are we going to do that night? Let me see. The next Saturday, the Panthers play at 1.
72-hour fresh. Even my OB recommends that. Amazing, because all this random sweat is.
Lewis is asking you something.
Okay. Well, go ahead and. Do I need to read it?
Yeah,
Or
you
can
should.
you read it?
I could read it.
Go ahead and read it.
Lewis says, "Guys, I am 29 and dating a 41-year-old girl. Is that too much of a gap?"
The answer to that question is a question. And the question is, can she still get pregnant? Because if she can still get pregnant, my suggestion would be to tread very, very, extremely, extraordinarily lightly. Have a good time, but no, in terms of the age gap, it depends on the woman, honestly. You know, how is she treating you? Is she treating you like an equal? Is she treating you like you're just a kid? So, Kyle, the Saturday game, the Panthers play at 1, and then we got Leafs and Senators at 7.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And the Stars and Avalanche at 9:30.
And of course,
I don't think that's our internet. I think that's.
You think that's?
I don't think that's our internet.
You don't think it's our internet? You think that's
I think
TNT?
That's TNT. Is anybody else's TNTs glitching there for a little bit? Like even now?
He's obviously bleeding. Now heads off towards the Avs bench.
This was after the chance for
Sure thing, Luis.
Here comes McKinnon. Oh, right there, the stick.
So McKinnon got very clearly high sticked by Hintz.
Right.
That should be a potential double minor
Right.
since McKinnon is bleeding.
Watching the Avs local feed using Max. Yeah, that's what we're doing, using Max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because well, we'll just pay attention.
Right now it's at 4:40 to go.
So we're gonna have a double minor. It's not good for Dallas. Oh,
wow.
Jeez.
Okay, so Colorado is going on a 4 minutes power play. So yeah, Rupi Hintz not careful with the stick.
Right.
Catches McKinnon right in the schnoz. And now for pretty much the whole rest of the second period,
yeah,
the Stars. And they just confirmed that call.
Oof.
I'm hoping that I'm not sure what would be easier to deal with if this was TNT's problem or just our crappy internet again.
Well, it just started out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So let's just see what happens. I would have to move the laptop, and we'd have to do the laptop.
Well,
but I was just gonna say it seems like it's settling down.
Well, maybe next commercial break I'll try exiting and re-entering.
I mean, I can turn off our computers and see if that's part of the problem.
I think it might have something to do. It didn't start until it came back from commercial and the game was already in progress. I think the feed had started lagging on itself.
Right. Well, let's try to get through the period and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So now McKinnon on the ice. Druon, McKinnon, Nietzsche's, Nichushkin, Makar. Nichushkin. Nichushkin over to McKinnon. Makar over to Druon. Makar back to McKinnon. Back to the.
Jeez, we're playing catch already. Somebody take a shot.
There's already almost a minute gone by on this. Oh. Makar with the puck.
Dallas has got to kill us off.
Nichushkin with the puck.
Yeah, that's got to be the TV.
McKinnon. Well, there it is. McKinnon scores.
That's got to be the TV.
So Colorado will still have 2 minutes on the power play.
Damn, that's not good.
Ottinger has to make that save.
Did it get deflected before it got there?
Let's see. Yes, it appears so. I think it hits Lilia Bushkin. I'm not sure because this TV is starting. The TV. Well, 3:20 to go. I'll have to try backing out and re-entering.
Yeah, once you're done with the period.
Yeah. So yeah, the Avs have taken a 2-0 lead. Stars had
because it's a double, so there's still a second penalty.
Yeah.
As hot as it gets, and now off his own defender. Tough break for
See. Coyle with the puck over to Taves. Taves back to Coyle. Coyle with a bad pass, which allows the Stars to clear. Makar and Druon were the assists on the McKinnon goal. Hungry Xenomorph, I think we all expected more from the Stars tonight.
Yeah.
Natchez now with the puck. McKinnon hit the puck, gets essentially sent back to him. Now Natchez with the puck. Unable to pass it back to McKinnon, and the Stars get a clear. The Avs will have one last rush, essentially. 20 seconds left on the power play, 1:40 to go in the second. Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Blackwood makes a save to prevent the Stars from scoring shorthanded.
Uh-oh.
And the Stars kill the other half of that double minor. Tony says, read my playoff bracket. I picked you guys.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, the Stars have not looked good in their past few games. What a hit. Now 30 seconds left in the periods. Wow, a couple of major collisions. I think the Stars are going to go on the...
No, I think it was offside.
It was offside.
All right, so back out and go back in and see if that solves the problem. If not, I'll get this laptop going.
That is the end of the second. The Avalanche have taken a 2-0 lead. Well, off a couple of ridiculous goals. Yeah, time to exit. Time to exit that. Re-enter. Beck says, as to be expected.
Knocky knocky. What are you doing, Anna?
Working on my dating profile. Want to see? They think that's me. Some of them even send me gift cards.
Nana, how do you sleep at night?
On a mattress I got at Mattress Firm. A sleep expert helped me find it. It's got cooling technology because Nana sleeps hot. So now I sleep.
Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
So yeah, the Avs with the 2-0 lead after 2, and yeah, I would be furious right now if I were a Stars fan. Not because I think the refs have particularly screwed Dallas in any fashion, but because of the Stars the Stars are doing it again. They are failing to launch when it matters in the playoffs.
Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who's there.
So yeah, what are your thoughts? What are your predictions for the third?
What are we doing today, Coach? So today we're going to work on our checking.
Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant check.
Let's see.
On how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they're new car, home, boat, or pickup.
So
Precisely. Now, let's go.
so it was Lehkonen who scored first for the Avs off an insane soccer goal.
You know, sometimes my life
Avs keeps Bex thinks the Avs keep scoring and the Stars keep falling. David says predictions are just an empty net goal for the Avs, but hoping Stars come back and break the Avs' spirit.
Come on, what's better than that? Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing.
I have a date technically like one of my first dates. So I have no idea how I'm gonna react when I tell the person I'm dating there's a woman. I've not actually farted in front of her yet. Brian's actually asked me to move in with you.
You've lost your damn mind.
I don't trust anybody. That's why I walked over right in session.
I need a psychiatrist, not a Ricky people.
So
did that fix the problem?
I think so. Right now,
Now it's okay.
it's still on commercials right now.
See, the thing is that if it was the internet, I don't understand why. Well, anyway, let's just see what happens. You need water?
Yes.
Okay. Here. If we had to, is it on ESPN Plus at all, or is it only?
I think
Max?
it's only on TNT.
Did we ever log into that on the laptop before?
It's on Max. You would be logged in on Max, I think.
Okay.
What a ridiculous goal.
All right. Well, we'll just see what happens when the game starts.
I think they should give you extra. I think if you score one the way to turn like it, probably scored a few like that. McKinnon taking his shot, deflection in front.
You can play soccer before the game. That's why.
See, you didn't play hallway soccer. You're against hallway soccer, and think about all the goals you could have scored there.
I'm still against hallway soccer. I'm never gonna go.
So yeah, the Avs, I think, at the moment have like all the momentum that they need,
You got one like that? No, not me.
and everyone's going to be talking about the Lehkonen goal because that was hilarious.
I'll take that one to the bank.
No one even reviewed it. They're like, you didn't need it.
They don't have replay. When you're not looking at the pockets, I'm going to click the replay.
There you go.
Thank you.
We got a 2-0 game here. By the way, Anson Carter and Hammers One puts are here patiently waiting for this conversation to hopefully end. We want to talk about speed, and that's something that's the actual liver.
I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to use the restroom.
Yeah, they have incredible transition. That's how they scored their first goal. I think we'll eventually get to that. This is just an example as to why you have to stay on these guys at all times and can't let out the gas. So Sam Steele's coming in on McCarr here, and he seems to have him, but all of a sudden McCarr flips the script on him. Great support from his partner. And when they get those long stretch passes going and Dallas doesn't defend it, that's when things really open up and too much time and space for this line. And once they punt out, look again, they're ready to attack, transition. Once again, way too much time and space. McKinnon's able to stop up, find that lane, and who's the guy on the other side of the ice getting that pass? Phil McCarr jumping up in the rush. The same guy who was dead to rights at the beginning of that shift with Sam Steele. So you have to pay attention to these guys at all time, including that first goal where McKinnon got shot out of a cannon and he went from the left side of the ice to the right side of the ice and set up a great pick for Lehkonen. Lucky goal, but it's all in that transition in the lanes that they're creating for themselves.
It's not fair having both those guys be nice at the same time. They always play as a pair, one forward, one D. I think Dallas is missing out Heiskanen. He's back, so they play faster too. And I think back when you played Gretz, was Paul Coffey on the ice all the time when you're on the ice, or do you have different D-men? No, and as a matter of fact, there's 5-man units even in practice every single day. Gardon, taking yourself, Curry, Charlie Hutton, Paul Coffey. We practice together every single day. We played almost every shift together. Messier and Anderson played all the time with Kevin Lowe and Craig Meany and Reef Ogler. And you say they're like continuity.
Okay.
I'm surprised more teams don't do it because guys are just all on the same page and know all of their tendencies.
So yeah, the Avs with a 2-0 lead, and yeah, it is not looking good for the Stars.
Even from other teams, I don't understand why they don't do it more.
Yeah, I think more teams are doing that now. I think that they're trying to do that more now. The game is so fast.
But if you had to guess, will the Stars score at all? Will the Stars score at all, and who will finally light the lamp at home for Dallas?
Let's go to that McKinnon goal, right? It takes a deflection, but I mean, the simple fact is it brought up something we were talking about earlier, just where McKinnon was on the ice when this happens, right? And it's where the goalie doesn't.
Bex thinks the Stars will not score at all this entire series.
Yeah, Gretz was talking in the first intermission there about wanting to see McKinnon on the other side of the ice. Yes, it's a deflected goal off of Labushkin, but Hank, as a goaltender, you've got to think that he's more of a threat on that side as a potential one-timer than he would be playing the other side at the beginning of the first period.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of times the great power plays,
So
they have this setup.
So yeah, so far in this game we've had McKinnon scoring off a deflection of Liabushkin. And we've had Lehkonen scoring a beautiful soccer goal while not intentionally kicking the puck, thus having the goal stand.
And he made a living on the left side of the goaltender, right? And that's what McKinnon did there. And obviously it paid off.
As a goalie, where do you stand on hallway soccer?
You're European. You must love it.
So yeah, that's what we're at right now. Not much to say except, damn, McKinnon is good, and the Stars are looking as suspect as ever.
That's when you lost your temper? Was the soccer games? A lot of the times. Always soccer. Always soccer. So I like to find the guy that always soccer. I haven't been a European guy that started. I can feel the heat coming off right now.
All you're bringing back bad memories.
I'm sorry.
David says, told you Av's going to be a problem.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today, we're going to work on our checking on...
Sorry, I heard checking.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
Always wanted to do that.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Bye, honey.
Morning breath, huh?
Dr. Garcia?
David thinks we're headed for an Avs and Cats final.
Mouthwash protects your mouth overnight, every night, by killing millions of bacteria and preventing oral health issues like plaque and bad breath before they start.
Without the burn.
That's so much pressure!
Crest.
If my healthcare provider had Agent Force, the powerful AI from Salesforce, and AI Agent would have automatically paired me with the right specialist hours ago. Like what he's did.
I like it here, dude.
Wow, good for you. Hey, Doc.
Feet in stirrups, please.
Wait, why?
Because you're an OBGYN.
Breathe from your diaphragm, brother.
Agent Force helps healthcare providers prevent medical mishaps. It's what AI is meant to be.
What's on your mind, Dion?
A sensitive skin. And how Old Spice total body isn't on it.
Have you said anything you want to share? Not this old
David says, sorry, just throwing out movie quotes from way before you were born.
is approved for the treatment of relapsing forms of multiple sclerosis in adults. Ponvory lowers the number of white blood cells, lymphocytes, in the blood. Usually, this will return to normal within 1 to 2 weeks of stopping treatment. Ponvory can increase your risk of serious infections that can be life-threatening and may cause death. Ponvory can cause your heart rate to slow down, especially after you take your first dose. Do not take Ponvory if in the last 6 months you had a heart attack, unstable angina, stroke, or other severe heart conditions, including certain types of abnormal heart rate. The most common side effects of Ponvory.
So if you had to, are there any positives to be had for the Stars from what you've seen? From what you've seen so far? Because I am sure that the Stars fans are not happy at the moment.
Innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on these Buick models. Plus, current eligible
Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail is going to be Monty Python and the Holy Grail are going to be theaters for its 50th anniversary. I have seen it. Jaws has made sure I've seen it. It is hilarious, and I would love to see it for the 50th. What I'm hoping for is to find out as soon as possible when Jaws will be back in the theaters for its 50th anniversary.
Stanley Cup. They're still good. I'm going to get you a bold just right after this. Colorado the favorite, plus 650. Florida comes in at plus 800. Dallas has plus 1,800 odds. DraftKings Sportsbook, your home for live betting. New customers bet $5, get $20 in bonus bets instantly. You download the app. Use promo code SKATE when you sign up. And I got this jug of milk that's been sitting out in the sun that you can just sit in there.
That doesn't make sense, David. Jaws came out in the summer of 1975. This is the 50th anniversary.
What are we doing today, Coach? So, today we're going to work on our checking. Sorry, I heard checking. I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
Always wanted to do that.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Only the ServiceNow platform connects every corner of your business, putting AI to work for people.
HR?
Yeah.
IT?
Yeah.
R&D?
Yeah.
OMG?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's the department I work in.
All right. Enough of that.
What's blooming at Old Navy? Get 30 to 50% off almost everything. Bright sunflower styles and deals that will blow you away. It's Old Navy. Meet the first of its kind. The Ninja Crispy Portable Cooking System. Now you have the power of a full-size air fryer in the palm of your hand. Just prep it, snap it, crisp it, serve it, and store it all in one. Lunch at the office? Crisp it. Party favorites? Crisp it. And it includes containers for small and big batch cooking.
Jason Todd says merely a flesh wound.
The fragrance collection. Fanapt Iloperidone is approved for adults with bipolar 1 disorder with acute, mixed, or manic episodes. Unlike some drugs for bipolar 1 disorder, nausea, vomiting, and restlessness are not common with Fanapt. Fanapt may be associated with serious side effects. Elderly patients with
Someone has been watching Monty Python.
Antipsychotics are at increased risk of stroke or death.
Fanapt is not approved for elderly with dementia-related psychosis. Fanapt prolongs the QT interval and may be associated with abnormal heart rhythm or sudden death. In 5% or more of people in clinical trials, heart rate increases, dizziness, hypertension, weight gain, dry mouth, stuffy nose, sleepiness, and increases in liver enzymes have been observed. These are not all the side effects. Talk to your prescriber and learn more at fanapt.com. By Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
Jason Todd says, I have to imagine that's Dallas's locker room right now. What is your favorite color? Blue. No, red. Monty Python and the Holy Grail will be in theaters for the 50th.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm pretty, Jaws is 50 this year. I definitely got to drag you kicking and screaming to go see Jaws on the big screen for the 50th.
I think they're not putting it out until after my birthday.
It makes no sense.
No.
Ice says, don't make Jaws feel old. His body beats me to that already.
There's a lifetime of memories waiting to be made.
Are you ready, Dad?
At Trex, we see it too. Visit Trex.com.
I'm pretty sure Stars fans are already aging at twice the normal speeds watching this that second period and how the Avs scored on them. Here we are, the start of the third period. The Stars must find a way to rally back if they want any chance to not.
I'm just finishing my waffles.
Apparently, only half of Dallas's shots on goal have been 5-on-5.
Yeah, deliberating.
Yeah, I wonder why they're bringing up that rule.
Well, that's what I mean. It was a kicking motion. It just wasn't on purpose.
It just wasn't on purpose. No, there's no power play to start the third.
True, there could be a kicking motion, but it also can be not deliberate, and I think that was the case, and that's why Lekkinen goal stood up. And as I mentioned, I don't know, you've been watching hockey a lot longer than I don't ever remember, and I don't mean that as that's not a
So 19:38 to go in the third. Stars win the face-off in their own zone. Stretch pass was intercepted. Nietzsche could not reach it. CC will try to pass the puck along. He does to Liddell. Now Ben flips it into the zone. It takes a funny bounce into the corner. Avs send it back out.
Almost.
David says, gotta switch over to watch. Have a great night, sir.
Okay, bud.
Rupe Hintz. Grenlin chasing. What a collision between him and Manson. They just slammed into each other at full force. You didn't see it, did you? Nichushkin takes a shot. It gets deflected. Harley and Lyubushkin clear for the Stars. Dodonov gets knocked off the puck. Johnson sends it up ahead, but it's intercepted. Duchesne sets up Marchment. Marchment with the shot goes high, collected by the Avs, who just choose to dump in and go for a change. Big Soul sends it up ahead to Marchment. Sagan deflects it deep into the zone, tries to battle for the puck, and Blackwood gloves it with 17:56 to go. So that was one collision.
Right.
I am hoping they show. Look. Oh, what a collision!
Hey.
You're going to get a cross check every once in a while.
They went flying.
Yes, they did. Come on, Dallas, make it a game.
Avs win the face-off and get the clear. Wyatt Johnston pressured, and the Avs get possession again. So Big Soul sends it up ahead, but that will be sent backwards by the Avs. Stars ice the puck. Peter! What are you going to do? You're down 2-0 in game 1 of the playoffs at home. You're not just losing to the Stars, you're losing to Mikko Rantanen, the guy who said, no, we're not paying $14 million a year to you. Get out. Although Nietzsche's has been a godsend. Oh no, I have it backwards.
I was getting ready to. I was waiting for you to figure it out.
I have it backwards.
You have it backwards,
but it is.
You had it both. You got both things backwards.
Nietzsche's has been great for the Avs.
Yeah.
Rantanen was supposed to be a piece for Dallas, and yet Rantanen is losing to his old team.
Right.
Just over 3 minutes gone here in the third period in Dallas.
Nelson sends it on net. Nichushkin sends it around the boards. It will be cleared. Bex shoots in. Now Gerard loses the puck entirely. And that forces the Avs to defend in their own zone. And they get the clear, but it will be on goal, so it's no icing. Duchesne leaves it back for Harley, who stretch passes it over to Marchment, over to Duchesne. He's by the circles. He sends it in front, but Sagan could not get the shot off. And then Marchment falls trying to pursue the puck. And the Avs clear again. Harley controls the puck and manages to knock Logan O'Connor's stick away from him momentarily.
Here we go. Oh, my
Duchesne.
God. They can't.
Leobushkin. Oh, it's right there in front. Blackwood made one stop, and then the puck gets taken away.
The whole. Oh, boy, what a hit.
Marchment gets knocked down.
They're gonna get at least 2.
So the Stars are going back on the power play. Jason Todd says, Kyle and Jaw's serious question. Have the Cats been the most disrespected Cup winner to date? So Manson cross-checks Marchment. Oh, they call it They call it interference. Have the Cats been the most disrespected Cup winner to date? In my opinion, we have been outrageously disrespected, especially during the regular season.
Well, on one hand, I might agree with that. On the other hand, since we're Panther fans, could we be taking it personally? You know what I mean? I guess it depends on, like I've seen some people not be disrespectful about it. And I've seen I don't watch the hockey guys stuff all that often, but sometimes I get the impression that if he could put us at 33, he would. Maybe I'm wrong.
Jameson says, hey guys, the Lakers are getting blown out at home to the T-Wolves in game 1. Oh yeah, the Pistons had a 9 points lead over the Knicks and then surrendered a 21-0 run to the Knicks in the fourth quarter.
Jeez.
And the Knicks won game 1 of that
Is
series.
Dallas going to do anything with this power play? Come on. Ugh. They just can't connect the pass.
Duchesne over to Rantanen. Rantanen shoots. It's right there in front, and Blackwood's gloves it once again.
Like the whole team has Verhage-itis.
So they're showing Rupi Hintz. Yeah, that was you have to make that pass to Hintz. So 14-14 to go in the third. 1:03 left on the Stars power play. The Stars have called the timeout. Understandable.
Yeah, in other words, get your ass together.
So tomorrow, Canes Devils is at 3:00. Sens Maple Leafs. We will be covering that on ES. It's tomorrow at 7.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we wouldn't be able to do Wild Golden. Monday is Caps and Habs.
Caps and Habs, yeah.
Isn't there another game? Real Cinema says this season we definitely haven't felt as dominant as last year, but a lot of people hate us, so they exaggerate because they want us to lose.
That's pretty accurate.
Hintz, Johnston, Duchesne, Rantanen, and Harley are the men on the ice for the Stars, but the Avs win the faceoff and get the clear. Eric Johnson got that clear. Now Harley with the puck. He crosses his own blue line, passes backwards to Johnston. Harley at the blue line, waiting for a place to pass the puck. Rantanen sends it around over to Hintz, but now it's over to Duchesne. Harley over to Duchesne. Johnston looking for anywhere to pass.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh,
that
is it in?
It was
Oh, it was
on the side of the net. That was Duchesne's shot, and it embedded itself into the side of the net. Power play within the last 5 seconds.
Hey,
wow, what
right.
a goal.
There we go. We got one.
Rupe Hintz.
There we go.
I think Rupe Hintz deflected the shot from Harley.
Let's go. I at least want to see a good game.
I do want to see a good game, too. Let's see. So that was, yep. Yeah.
Let's see, did it get redirected? Let's see.
Yeah. It got deflected by Hintz.
By Hintz, yeah.
So the Stars get a crucial goal. 13:05 to go, and the deficit has been cut in half. Yeah, no Panthers games all weekend.
I know, it's just wild.
Let's see. Lehkonen tried to feed Natchez on the opposite side.
That almost happened.
And then the Stars ice it with 12:46 to go. Icy says, man, I can't believe it's already the playoffs. Time flies.
Yeah. Oh, I think for us it was kind of a long year. Like if just how many games this year did we say you were just like kind of coasting before the playoffs? At least 50 of them.
Stars ice the puck again.
Because he's there, he has to respect it. He can't get too aggressive because now Brandon's open. By Brandon being there, that forces Blackwood to stay in the blue paint.
12:38 to go in the third. Can the Stars rally and send this to overtime at worst? Harley and Johnson with the assists on that Hintz goal.
See, this is how Dallas should have responded after Colorado got their first one. Colorado's been all over them since they got their goal.
Don't tell me without a stick. It's like Bush without a microphone. Exactly what it is. I want to take my microphone
all right.
The Stars fans finally have something to cheer about in the arena.
All right, trainees. Let's say Glenn is a customer. What do? We help with card. Oh.
James says there were 86 hits in the game between Jets and Blues.
Wow.
If my AC company had Agent Force, the powerful AI from Salesforce, an AI agent would have flagged the issue and automatically help me find someone to service it. What? Wow, you are moist.
Yeah. Time does fly, Icy. Don't feel like it's been. Some ways it feels like it's been 10 years this last year, and in some ways it feels like the season was just a blink of the eye.
So yeah, Stars finally have some semblance of life.
Yeah, man, because longer gets 2-0. Colorado gets another one, then it's just, and then you're just waiting for the clock to end.
Yeah.
With a 2-1.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and remove 99% of grease.
So it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row.
Good one.
New Dawn Power Sets, the better grease getter.
Landeskog is not played.
Yeah.
In this game. Trey says, bruh, if it was 1-8 seeding, we would be playing the games. All right, says so the Stars win the face-off. Stretch pass intercepted by the Avs. Brock Nelson sent the puck wide. Now Nichushkin pursues it. Nichushkin will send it to the blue line. Manson sends it wide deliberately. Stars control the puck, get the clear, but the Avs now have it at their own blue line. Nichushkin over to Druin. Druin gets stopped. Johnson. Nichushkin sends it back to the defense. Lindgren's shot was blocked. Connor. Lindgren blocked again.
Oh boy. Man, they're giving Colorado way too many opportunities here.
Lindgren's, so that time it's saved by Ottinger.
There we go.
And now we've got a huge scrum.
Be careful, guys. You don't want to get sent off.
So 11:04 to go in the third. It's plenty of time for this game to go in any sorts of direction. The Stars have had 21 comeback wins in this season, good for 6 in the league.
They are Colorado's all over them since Dallas got that goal.
Nietzsche stumps the puck in. Ottinger passes it along to Cece, who gets the clear. Dadonov just dumps the puck in as the Stars go for a change. Makar waiting behind his own net for his line mates to change. Ottinger keeps the puck moving along. Rantanen with some speeds, but he stops entirely at the circle. Hintz with a shot, and Blackwood with a good save.
Dang.
Now Lehkonen trying to, no, excuse me, that is Manson who was trying to reach the puck. Kiviranta passes it.
That was a really good play by Rantanen and just nothing out of it.
Nelson's shot deflected away. And then a bit of an overskate by Gerard, I believe.
And Dallas needs to just start dumping that puck in. They're trying all these fancy north-south passes to enter the zone, and it ain't working.
Shot gloved by Blackwood. 9:19 to go in the third.
If my mortgage lender used Agent Force, powerful AI from Salesforce, a digital agent would have helped me pre-qualify.
And the crowd, they got into it initially when they scored, but it's not overly loud, no.
Welcome to Casa de Wood.
Oh, jeez.
Morning, Mr. Pools open next week. Paid and seat optional.
Agent Force helps lenders prevent finance fiasco. It's what AI is meant to be.
As long as I try and move, time always flies and move, but I take a chance. You won't go, won't play among the stars, we don't go.
Colorado's been all over them, man. I have a feeling it's going to be back to 3-1.
Yeah.
Or back to a 2-goal lead, I should say. Of course, every time I've said I got a feeling something's going to happen, and like the opposite happens. But now I've said the opposite, so now I've opposited myself.
People of the city scurried. Above them all, a dame, a bold... Oh, Helen, you're narrating again. You stupid sausage. I'd love a sausage. Feeling peckish, Helen ordered her morning groceries. Oh, I've got to stop this. She narrated. Oh, sod it. Helen wondered what her neighbor looked like naked. Helen picked up her groceries and wanted to die.
I didn't think that commercial would actually make me laugh. It seems stupid, but then the punchline. Yeah, Blackwood has been astounding tonight. He is a testament to just how successful the Avs were in finally curing what was a horrendous goalie situation with mid-season moves, mind you. No, the Leafs have not won the cup yet, Worldly Rider. Nelson does not win that face-off. Harley's shot deflected. It looks like who is that? Kelly has no stick. Duchesne keeps the puck alive. Sagan looking for anywhere to pass it. Labushkin, Duchesne, and Marchment are right there.
Oh!
Marchment,
oh
man,
God.
he missed.
Oh!
My God, Marchman had like 2 beautiful chances there and could not capitalize on either of them.
Oh.
Saying that puck hit the hip of Blackwood. Hungry Seymour says, Jesus, that Blackwood trade looks real good right now. Dadenoff battling for the puck. Here is McKinnon. McKinnon, shot blocked. Lehkonen trying to collect that puck. Now McKinnon sends it back to the defenseman. Hintz chips it up the boards, but it's sent back to him. But now CC should get the clear.
Oh, overskate again.
Natchez will collect the puck. He has to retreat. Chooses the simple pass over to Charlie Coyle. Kiviranta with a decent hit. Manson broke up the pass, but the Stars, Harley was unable to keep that in. Now Wyatt Johnston's stretch pass. It flubs around in the neutral zone. Coyle spun around, but the Avs do prevail with the puck.
Uh-oh. There it is. There it is. You knew it. You could see it coming.
Devon Taves redirects Manson's shot, and the Avs have made it 3-1.
Damn, Dallas.
I mean, Blackwood's just not letting them score. What a play by Taves.
Right there on the side of the net.
How do you let Taves sit right there? He's right there. No one is covering
Somebody
him.
just lost him, man. Nobody.
And was just a great give and go between Manson and Taves.
Jeez.
Hungry Xenomorph says, good night, Dallas. See you in game 2. Yep. Yeah, with 7 minutes to go, it is not looking good for the Stars.
Well, as soon as they scored their goal, Colorado's been all over them the whole time.
Even though the Stars lead in shots on goal at the moment.
I mean, Blackwood's been good.
Blackwood has been good, and Ottinger has been just hung out to dry. Right. First it was the soccer goal. Yeah. Joss mentioned and Logan O'Connor are the assists on that Taves goal. And then it was a McKinnon shot bouncing off of Wyatt Johnston. And then, it was the Stars just leaving Taves right next to Ottinger. Sagan sends it towards the net, but there was no other Stars player there. And my God, McKinnon is sometimes too fast for his own goods.
Yeah.
5:36 to go. Dang. The Stars down by 2 at home.
At home.
What are we doing today, Coach? So, today,
not good.
Sorry, I heard checking. I meant checking. Well, now we can help save our customers money on their car insurance. Always wanted to do that.
Just to be safe, I'll back in and back out.
We haven't had any problems.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want a chance to. Yeah, Dallas doesn't. Dallas looks like they haven't figured out it's the playoffs yet. Oh, just hold on so I can.
Yeah.
There. Okay.
Mark says, yeah, I still think Avs in 4.
Yeah. I mean, I picked Dallas, but I expected more from them.
Well, I picked Avs. I think I picked Avs in 6.
This is where it begins.
Dallas just doesn't have anybody
Where we're free to create.
put the puck in the back of the net.
Not what was.
You know, I like Marchman, obviously, but he's probably had more chances than anybody else tonight.
Hot honey glazed chicken and barbecue skillet.
Just one appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sizzling skillets and steak.
Mark thinks that Dallas just doesn't have the speed or the spunk to keep up.
Right.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that they have no Jason Robertson
Right.
and no Heiskanen yet.
Wearing out that dry erase board with the entire team huddled around him for what, 2 minutes? Does that often? I don't know about the length, but there was a lot of teaching, a lot of coaching, a lot of instructing going on with his team up to the 5.5 left to go.
All right, so face off just outside the Stars zone, which the Avs win with ease. Manson dumps in. Kelly fighting for the puck. Now it's O'Connor. Back to Manson. His shots deflected wide. Now the Stars will get the clear. Dadonov pursues, but cannot reach it. The puck is sent back into the Avs zone, but the Avs control as they send it towards Ottinger. Ottinger passes the puck along to Petrovic. Now Bixel will dump in. Puck took a funny bounce, allowing Grenland to reach it first, but the Avs get another clear. Nichushkin goes into the Dallas zone but gets knocked down. Lyubushkin pressured but able to hang on to the puck. Lyubushkin's pass picked off, which forces Harley and Lyubushkin to calm things down. Harley will dump it into the zone.
Man, just Colorado was first to every puck.
Yeah.
Regardless of what zone they're in, they're just first to every puck. And if Dallas does get possession, they're just immediately challenged.
Let's see. Puck cleared by the Avs, but that will be icing by the Avs.
I wouldn't be drifting anything past the 3-minute mark. I'd be looking at that right at the 3-minute mark to get the guys. As long as you're
at some point, Dallas will have to empty the nets.
Yep.
4:09 to go in the third. Stars do get that puck. CC sends it deep into the zone. Hintz with the puck. Now to CC. What a clear by the Avalanche player without a stick, just using his hand. Avalanche nearly commits too many men on the ice. O'Connor shot blocked. Now the Stars trying desperately. The net is empty for the Stars. Rantanen with the puck. Harley was in front, but could not get the puck.
And there it goes.
Unless Nope,
Jesus.
McKinnon makes it look easy.
Yeah, I mean, you knew that was going to happen. Avs have been controlling that period, even though Dallas got that goal. That is bad, man.
I've seen Panthers empty nets go better than that.
Yeah. I mean, the Avalanche just outworking them at every shift, every player just outworking them.
Jameson says, Nate Dogg says, good night.
Yep.
Real Cinema says, Dallas usually doesn't do well in game one, but damn. Yeah, Beck says, oof.
Yeah.
Yes, this is high-grade ooftonium for the Stars. 3 minutes to go, and the Stars are losing 4-1. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Make that 5-1 as Charlie Coyle is right in front of Ottinger.
Jeez.
Good God. Stop. They're already dead. So what happens here? That was a bad giveaway by Bixel.
Yeah.
And it leads right to Charlie Coyle getting... That was Kelly's initial shot, and then Coyle was right there. Good God. Now the Avalanche are up by 4. Eisenite says, there's still time to change your brackets. Well, I picked Avs to beat the Stars, so I don't see the problem.
Slotted perfectly down in this situation, but I'm sure it feels good to score with their
So yeah, now we're just waiting for the clock to run out. This is embarrassing for the Stars. It's one thing to lose game one. It's another thing entirely to get blown out at home. This game was 2-1.
Yep.
And thanks to Charlie Coyle, let's see, Drury and Kivu Ronta get the assists on that. Coyle goes, sorry.
That's okay. I mean, there's a perfect example. Dallas gets the puck and they go behind the net, and it's just taken.
Yeah.
Colorado has just outworked them.
Look at this right here.
Right.
They might get a 6th goal out of another unfortunate pass by the Stars.
I mean, at home in game one, yikes.
Yeah.
I would say it was a must in capital letters, but I would certainly say it was a must. Just because now you've lost 8 in a row. And now you've lost home ice. Right.
Yeah, that crowd is a lot less green.
Yeah.
So game 2 of this series is on Monday. We'll have to take a look at the schedule. It says something that the 8th-seeded Blues made it a much better game against the President's Trophy-winning Jets than the Stars performed against a team that's lower seeded than them.
Right.
The Avalanche. Mark Baker says Stars like the Cowboys, never going to win a cup or Super Bowl. So the Avalanche will take a 1-0 lead in this series against the Stars.
There we go.
There it is. The Stars,
no scrum or nothing.
The Stars lose 5-1 to the Avalanche.
Wow.
wow is right.
Can't say I saw that coming.
You didn't.
But you can see it coming. Once Dallas scored, Colorado just picked it up, and Dallas never had an answer.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go yell at the camp for a few minutes, and then we can close it up.
Oh, you have been doing a recap.
Yeah.
So McKinnon had 2 goals and an assist, and Blackwood saved 23 out of 24 shots. Yeah, Blackwood looks like he could be one of the goalie gods of the playoffs. Owl says, hard year to call. Avs, Dallas, and Vegas all have been flopping like this in the playoffs in recent years. Will he take a $3 million deal in Florida? Both the Stars and Cowboys haven't won a championship since the 90s.
Colorado Avalanche, 5-1 win on the road here in Dallas. In game 1 of this best-of-7 first-round series.
What a crazy game.
From the studio, Harvey Olczyk, Ryan Boucher, Ashley Pike.
What did I have for dinner? I had a large steak.
So long from Dallas. What's going to come?
What are we doing today, Coach?
So yeah, the Stars had scored to make it 2-1 in that third, and then the Avs just completely outplayed, and outmaneuvered them for the rest. The Avs just completely outplayed, and outmaneuvered the Stars. Lewis says, I thought Blackwood was really bad. He did terrible with the Devils and Sharks. Derek, what did you miss? Well, the Avs were winning 2-0 headed into the third, and then the Stars scored 1 to make it a 2-1 game, and then the Avs just completely shut down the Stars and outplayed them, and the Avs just made it look easy.
Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis treated with antipsychotics are at increased risk of stroke or death. Fanapt is not approved for elderly with dementia-related psychosis. Fanapt prolongs the QT interval and may be associated with abnormal heart rhythm or sudden death. In 5% or more of people in clinical trials, heart rate increases, dizziness, hypertension, weight gain, dry mouth, stuffy nose, sleepiness, and increases in liver enzymes have been observed. These are not all the side effects. Talk to your prescriber and learn more.
So yeah, I wonder the Stars fans. The Stars fans have got to be livid. So to recap, the first night of
The lot next to that home's actually been rezoned. Gonna be tons of construction. Luckily, that's not the place I'm showing you today.
to recap, the Jets rallied in the third period to overcome their own deficiencies and win 5-3 against the Blues. So the Jets get a free victory to get the 1-0 lead in the series against the Blues. And of course, the Avalanche just completely spanked the Stars. When is the next live stream? Jason, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That is Leafs and Senators, Game 1. We are not missing that. Yeah, the Jets played well enough. Hopefully, if for the Jets' sake, Hellebuyck needs to perform better. So if you had to, I wonder what the predictions. I wonder how the Abs fans are feeling right now. They must be feeling pretty good.
Usually, this will return to normal within 1 to 2 weeks of stopping treatment. Ponvory can increase your risk of serious infections that can be life-threatening and may cause death. Ponvory can cause your heart rate to slow down, especially after you take your first dose. Do not take Ponvory if in the last 6 months you had a heart attack, unstable angina, stroke, or other severe heart conditions, including certain types of abnormal heart rhythm. The most common side effects of Ponvory include
So yeah, this was
elevated liver
it was I am disappointed in the Stars. Even though I am rooting for the Avalanche in this series, I expected more of a fight from the Stars. Maybe we'll get that in the next few games. Peter DeBoer certainly can't let that sort of performance in the third period slide. Right, Deb?
Sure, what'd you say?
Peter DeBoer can't tolerate the that performance by the Stars in the third after they had scored.
Yeah, they just didn't look right. It looked like Colorado was playing playoff hockey and Dallas was playing a January afternoon game.
Just under 70 hours until the next Panthers game.
Was that out loud? Helen picked up her groceries and wanted to die.
Get it before you lose it. Get it in as fast as an hour with express delivery.
All right.
Rest today, Marty.
There's a plan on it.
Well, maybe wash the windows. Well, maybe go up and clean out the gutters at least.
What your honeydew is going to be the end of me.
Oh, Harvey.
I'm gonna lose everything.
Harvey?
Yours.
I'll eat that.
Planning our funeral, so that list of yours.
All right, everybody, go enjoy the rest of what's left of your night. About 5 minutes left of your night. All right. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for all the super chats. Much appreciated. And just keep an eye on the community post tomorrow. I know we're covering Toronto and Ottawa. That's the game I know for sure. I don't know if we're going to cover 2 games tomorrow. We'll just see how we feel about it. That late game is kind of late. So we'll go from there. But definitely see you tomorrow for Toronto and Ottawa. That's the important one. All right. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Okay. Good night, everyone.